might have heard about the law of attraction before. It was made popular by the movie called The Secret. Basically, to summarize, the law of attraction says that anyone can attract anything whenever they want to, just by thinking about it consistently. So if you think about what you want and you really focus on it, you will manifest it in your life. On the other hand, if you think about the things that you don't want, you will attract more of those things. If you think about making a lot of money, money will appear in your life. If you think about having a good relationship, you will end up in one. However, if you think about why you don't deserve to be rich or in a relationship, you will become poor and alone. Now you might say, that's all pretty silly, isn't it? We can just make money appear out of nowhere by just thinking about it. But our thoughts can and do affect our lives. And this is because of the concept I would like to call mental vicinity. Take a look at this mango now. I would like to imagine yourself wearing a funny hat where that mango just hangs in front of your head. From now on, you will see the mango 24/7. How do you think this will influence you? Well, first is going to change how you make your decisions. If you get hungry and you want to eat something, what do you think of first? Obviously, you think of mango because you are always reminded of it. Or you will think of something similar to it, like another piece of fruit or something that is green. Secondly, it is going to influence you by changing your perception of the world around you. Everything that's green is more visible to you now. You notice round-sized objects more often. Maybe you are more aware of the knives to cut the mangoes, or perhaps to spot the recipe to make mango smoothies. Essentially, you are going to start noticing the things that relate to the mangoes a lot more. All this happens because that mango is in your mental vicinity. What I mean by that is you are constantly reminded of it and you never stop thinking about it. Basically, you see the world through the filter that connects everything to that mango. I'm sure this has happened to you before. You bought an item and seemingly out of nowhere, everyone around you had it as well. Let's take a more interesting example about money. Let's say you start thinking about money more often. Not how you are going to spend it, but how you could make it more and save more of it. By thinking about money and having it in your mental vicinity, your decisions change. You might become more conscious about your spending habits and try to stop impulsive purchases of the things you don't need. Maybe you start planning on getting a pay raise at your current job. Perhaps start looking for a better paying one. Or maybe you even start your own business. The perception of the world around you also changes. You probably start noticing opportunities to make more money that you didn't necessarily see previously when you walk by a piece of real estate. You might start calculating in your mind if you could maybe make money from the property. You see it as a potential investment opportunity rather than just someone's house. Essentially, you start noticing options that were previously already there. You just didn't think about them. Did you magically manifest those opportunities with your thoughts? Obviously not. You just able to finally see them because money is in your mental vicinity. So if you look at the law of attraction from this point of view, it does work. However, it's not the universe that magically helps you, it's your tiny brain that does. If you give your brain a problem to solve, it will start to solve it. That doesn't mean it will find a solution though. But as we have seen, mental vicinity does have an effect. Now believing in law of attraction can actually do more harm than good. If you believe that you can just think about something and then it's going to happen, it's actually highly likely not going to happen. That's because you probably want to make a plan and take action. That will get you closer to your goals. If you do sit on the couch and think about being rich, that's not going to happen. The law of attraction doesn't work without law of action. If you want to see radical result, you need to take radical actions. Now you might be wondering how to keep something in your mental vicinity. As a human, we tend to forget things. The best way to keep it alive is read, talk, and journal about the desired topic. Reading will expose you to new ideas and you will become more conscious about the topic. So if you start reading a book about how to make money online, you will become more aware of all little things people do in the online world. But when you are done reading the book, that will eventually leave your mental vicinity. Whether it's 1 week or 1 month, doesn't matter. You won't be as aware of it as anymore. You could start reading another book, sure, but the best way to keep something on your mind is talk or journal or write about it. You will see both talking and writing are the different forms of thinking. You are essentially putting theoretical parts out of your head into physical world. Talking will help you to make ideas concrete and you will remember them for longer period of time. Now what's great about journaling is that you could come back to whatever you wrote over and over again. That's why you could always write down few key points in your own words about whatever you learn. You can then come back, read it again. This way it will stay in your mental vicinity for longer. Read, talk and journal about the desired topic at least once per week to refresh your mental vicinity. Remember to take action on it. Then only law of attraction will work for you. Thanks for watching. See you again.